Very convenient. What else is convenient is another episode of Box of Topics because you never know what you're gonna get.
Woo woo!
Yes, I'm wearing two hats.
In our travels, we picked up a few souvenirs.
I'm pretty sure this one's gonna fall off at some point.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, especially if I
Now
move
reach table.
around.
I don't think that's an adult size. I think that's
Oh, like for the kids' meals and
yeah.
stuff. Oh,
No, not for. I mean, you don't get kids meals at Krispy Kreme.
they should start doing that.
What would be the kids meal though? Like a half of a donut?
Like you know how you get like 10 bits from Tim Hortons?
So it'd be tidbits.
Yeah,
I mean, it'd be donut holes for kids.
yeah.
Yeah, that'd be kind of sucky. If I'm a kid, I want a whole donut. Don't give me no bits.
But
Kids realize when they get the smallest piece. Now they see that. I
however,
don't care how little they are.
you know what? Maybe it is like a whole thing where it's like you just got to give a kid a giant donut, but then the adults can give me tidbits because they're more fun to eat.
You think so?
Yeah, instead of having the whole finger, my three fingers all sticky and I gotta, you know,
Give me them big donuts. I'll take them. It don't bother me. The more, the merrier. Still there?
understand. Yeah, I am.
Okay.
It's just one of my friends that's not texting the crap out of me. So you know what? I'm gonna just tell him to join my live stream.
Right. Text us on the box of topics. So we have topics to unbox. Ooh, see what I
Yeah.
did there?
Yeah. See. This is why I'm glad I chose that name. That's
Yeah, that was
a
nice.
really fun name.
That was nice. That was real
All
cool.
right, just gotta finish up this.
And then you're going to put it on Do Not Disturb.
Yeah, but like, yeah. I mean, kinda. Yeah. I wonder. I mean, probably like anytime your phone goes, I'm pretty sure like the video picks that up and it's like 10 times louder. So if anyone's wearing headphones, it's just the loudest vibration they've ever heard in their life.
Oh, I don't know.
That tends to happen sometimes when you're recording stuff. It is hot out these in these parts. Surprisingly, because mitten, you'd think it'd be freezing all the time
Oh, just
because we're
wait. I'm
practically the
sure
North
later
Pole.
on tonight it's going to be 20 degrees or something like that. We are in
Man.
Michigan. Let me see.
Oh boy.
Well, no, it's going to go down to 64. But yeah, I mean, Michigan is famous for the, oh my God, it started out hot. And then later on, tonight is only going to go as low as 62. But tomorrow is going to be 58. So, you can't win in Michigan.
It's like that one song. You're hot, then you're cold.
You're
You're
yes, then you're no. You're up. Wait a minute.
You're in, then you're out.
Out.
You're up,
Yeah.
then you're down.
Yeah, well,
That's
that's Michigan.
Michigan.
Right. That's definitely Michigan.
I'm 90% sure on what artist that is, but I don't want to be wrong.
Katy Perry.
Aha. So I was right. Oh, thank goodness. Because if I had said that and was somehow wrong, then
What was going to happen?
like you say with every other thing, I don't like honor. People taking off their earrings. Now, people will actually take off their earrings for Katy Perry. That one I can believe, but
Some of these other artists, they don't care. Yeah. Yeah.
that's like if somebody was to ever like okay. When I was talking about how I don't like certain cartoon characters, I'd actually laugh if someone took their earrings off for Caillou. Like, what are you doing? Put those back
You'd
on.
be shocked. Put those back on. You'd be shocked how people get upset over their characters. I mean, they get upset like it's an actual real person.
I'll do one even better. I find it funny when people act as that character and then get upset as if I'm actually hurting their feelings specifically. Because
Do you not remember when we saw my Little Mermaid and people was like, "You ruined my childhood" and all that? It's a fictional character who don't exist, and people get upset.
yeah. But it's even funny where people act as the fictional character and still get upset
Ah,
because of a fictional event. Like I was talking about how there's two characters that are practically the same person. It's like a coin, two sides of the same coin. But I was like, yeah, one side's better because like that person doesn't lose, the other one does. And this person in my comments came in with a whole paragraph speaking as if they are that person. And the way they spoke was like what do you call those people? The ones who like, you'll say one thing and then next thing you know, it almost sounds like you're talking to your ex.
Talking in third person?
Well, not Elmo. No, no. It's like the whiners. Yeah, yeah. The dude was whining. Um,
That's funny.
it was crazy too. And it was like the way they were saying it. I know what they're talking about because it's all part of a cartoon. But the way they were saying it made it seem like it actually happened to them. And I'm just sitting there like, I think there's a word for this. Back up, enhance, zoom back in, translate, mental illness. Like I don't know. I just think
However, you gotta let everybody, even the kooky, everybody gotta have their moment. You gotta let them be kooky. Because I find that when you try to stop them from being kooky, that's when bad things happen. So let the kooky, I mean, if they ain't hurt nobody, let them have it. Let them have it.
well, of course I didn't burst their bubble
Oh, don't do
immediately.
that.
No. But I
Woo.
was just like, okay, but
That's when it gets bad.
like buddy, the character you're
That's when you gotta call the SWAT team out.
it's
Because
like
it
character
gets bad.
buddy, the character you're portraying is ain't even all that good. But anywho, outside of that,
Is
this
that
is
bubbles?
yes it is. This is about as far as my kooky goes.
Where did you get that from? Oh, oh, excuse me. Where
So,
did you get that from?
so you remember when I told you I went to that little baby's birthday party? This was in the goodie bag.
Jesus Christ.
You know what's
Oh,
funny? I somehow lost my goodie bag, got a second goodie bag. Now I have two bubble blowers.
awesome.
Those fools. They don't even realize I got away with them scot free.
Simple pleasures in life. What's the simple pleasures in life?
This
Well,
it don't take much for me.
it don't take much for me either.
Yeah.
I know for me, when you really gotta go pee
Oh,
and you finally get to go,
yeah.
oh my God, I was in the bathroom and I was saying, sometimes it's the simple pleasures in life. And the lady was just cracking up laughing. She was like, I never thought about it. She's like, but yes, this is one. I was like,
Yeah.
yes.
Just being able to unload
Man.
in a physical manner.
Woo.
Yeah.
That was a great thing.
Hmm.
Yes. What else is a simple pleasure for you?
Honestly, what is something where it's just like one of those things where it just don't even take much, but it just brightens my day. Honestly, I guess even the smallest amount of communication from anybody I enjoy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Me, I got simple things like I like well, since we've been in Nightmare House, rain has not been one of my favorite things. But
No.
I used to like rain.
Like
I used to like watching rain, like
trickle
drizzle
down,
down,
what
yeah, the
connects
glass.
and
Yeah, you just
yeah.
watch it like do its thing and it'll connect and do the whole little maze and stuff. I used to love that.
I do the same thing like in the shower. And then like the rain, the water comes off my fingers and like you know, yeah,
Watch
and
the water
lines.
drip down your hands.
Yeah,
Oh, this thing is bothering me. Must be
really,
getting
really
loose.
nice thing. You know what? I thought of another one. I don't know what the material is, but like you have them on like one of your purses. The thing where it's like you flip it one way, it's one color. Then you press it the other way, it's a different color.
Oh, it's a lot of different stuff. Like sometimes you can get in sequence like that. Then sometimes it'd be like those. It's like a velvet material where you swipe
Hmm.
it.
I enjoy that. That's always fun.
Yeah. Those are cute though. Whoever came up with those, I think those are cute.
Mm.
Oh, I love going out to a restaurant or anywhere where I get a coffee or whatever and just sit and watch the world go by. You know, like people, traffic, stuff like that. I like going to the park and just watching people go by.
Mm.
Just,
Yeah, because like I said, just seeing there's a story in every person. I just sit there and wonder, wow, that's one interesting person. Another thing I learned I enjoyed, honestly, I could get into bird watching. That's an interesting. And on top of that, when I went to hang out with my friends and we they went bowling, I kind of joined up later. But after that, um, did we go see a movie? I forget. I'd have to ask them. Regardless of the facts. No, no, we went to the mall, hung out, went around, did a lot of window shopping, and then left out. And while we left out, there was like these two geese and this one bird fighting over food. I have the whole thing recorded.
Oh wow.
We was really just spectating like it was a wrestling match. Like, come on, man, you got it. Come on. And the second the little bird grabbed the food. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. And then one of my friends was like, nah, he probably over there getting jumped by geese. I should go in there and help. I was like, let me pull back up. When I said, I ever so quickly went and pulled back up my camera, like, I got to see this.
Them geese can fight now. Mm-hmm. They might be arrogant, and I noticed that geese are very arrogant. It's like they know they're protected. They'll be walking across the street all slow, and you be blowing the horn, and they'll look at you like,
and then stop.
Right, and stop and be like,
and then keep it like, man.
Right. Like, okay, but yeah, geese know they protected because I mean they are the most arrogant birds I've ever seen in my whole life, and they take their time. They just be like, and you be like, no, and they be like.
What you gonna do? Hit me?
They'll stop, look like I know you ain't talking to me, and then go back to walking super slow.
This is a $3,000 fine. Go ahead, try it.
Man, they know something, and it's just but they can fight too. Cause I've seen it where people who try to get bossy with them geese, it don't go well.
Second they do this, woo! Put up the wings, yeah.
And the others come and help too.
You will get jumped.
Man, yeah, geese fight, don't do it. If they doing something, just I stay in the car or stay in your lane. Don't mess with them because it'll get ugly quick.
Now I want to see a gang fight, a gang of geese.
Jump on who?
No, just a gang versus geese.
Oh yeah, no, that ain't gonna work.
That's gonna be a fight for the ages.
Man, and then they get to fly in. Ooh, now there's one. Yeah, there you want. Okay, 100 men versus geese. How about a gang?
Yeah, like a gang
of how many?
Not just a gang. And then, like, it'd be interesting, too, to see, like, reinforcements come in as they pull up in the car, and then the geese, flying in. It's just like, whoa. That'd be a fight for the ages.
It would definitely be one. Okay, so we got one. A gang. What type of gang? Motorcycle gang?
I say, man, like a street gang.
Street gang versus... A geese, period. Just
geese.
Just geese.
Yeah.
Who do you think will win on that?
Probably the geese.
Yeah, them geese is treacherous.
Yeah, history is telling me that these guys don't really have the best of aim. So the geese are probably gonna...
I mean, it's not like you can go to the gang gun range. I don't think they have that.
No.
So yeah. A gang, a street gang versus geese. 100 geese.
Yeah, that's going to be a very humbling experience.
Man.
Especially when I realize tilting your weapon to the side reduces your accuracy.
That's TV. That's once again TV teaching lessons. That's not real. Yeah. You will hurt yourself.
You will definitely, because one, your accuracy's off. Second, it's bad for your wrist. And third, it don't even look tough. You look kind of stupid.
Anyway. So, in today's travels, what did you learn today? Did you learn anything new today?
If I say what I learned, then I don't know. I might get volatile.
All right. Was anything good today? Anything great today? Did you see anything great today in your travels today?
Well, there was a lot of cool peoples. People were nice. So a bunch of really, really tiny children out playing, having a nice time.
Oh my God, the little tiny trio. They were so cute. I swear to God. I was like, oh my God, they're so adorable. It was just the cutest little thing.
And it's funny too, because every time I see like a little what, I just be thinking, now I want one.
Yeah,
so that's
when y'all have kids, that'll be perfect because they'll be little, they'll be tiny. I come swoop them up whenever I want. Then when I be like, ooh, I don't want no more kids, I just drop off. There you go, back home.
The
Yeah.
sad part is I
Mhm.
don't think I'll be able to actually like I know this is like sound like a joke, but I genuinely feel like I will not be able to hang out with my kids until they're like 8 or 10.
Why?
Well, with the track record of how things are, because of how my lady is, she really loves babies and she's selfish with them. So
You ain't gonna.
once you swoop them up and bring them back, she's
She
gonna
gonna
swoop
swoop them.
them
You ain't
up.
gonna get no baby
And then
time.
once she gets tired, then you swoop them up, and then even if there's a point where you're both tired, that's gonna be the hilarious moment where one of my sisters, rather my one of my two blood related ones, or the one that I have, who's off in the
Somebody go
fun
cry.
time, yeah, one of them gonna swoop him up, or
Yeah.
one of my brothers, or one of my other brothers. Hey nephew, what's up? Let's go fishing, bro. But my son, okay,
Well, that's how it is, though. When anybody out there got kids, you already know. When you bring the baby to family events, everybody, the baby is here, and I'll be
okay.
like,
Well,
well,
I'll go wait in the
I'm,
car.
I be like, I'm here too. They come grab the baby stuff, everything. That's it. You don't see the baby no more until y'all ready to go home,
And
or sometimes for the diaper change.
yeah, but even then, she snatched them up too. Like, man, I don't even get to do nothing.
See, that's how it was when I went to Kentucky, and that's when your oldest was a baby. All them girl, he had a whole bunch of girl cousins that was like 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And I was like, oh, I got to change the diaper. Oh no, they wanted to do everything.
Yoink,
They wanted to feed him. They wanted to change the diaper. They wanted to do everything. They
Simba.
took him. We got there on a Wednesday. They took him. I didn't see him again until Friday.
Oh my god.
Because it was a lot of cousins.
And
On
then
that side of the family, it was like he had 19 aunts and uncles.
you know, and then like
So,
with all the nieces and nephews I got, that's actually wait. So they're my nieces and nephews, and then I have a kid. They be cousins.
they cousins.
Oh,
Your
okay, yeah.
nieces and nephews are your cousins to your children.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
So with that being said, the second oh hey, I have and his cousins have kidnapped them. All
Yes,
right.
that's how I go. Them older cousins, they love the babies. They just, oh, y'all want to play with the baby.
Like
Go.
it's gonna be between extended family and then blood family and then other
Yep.
family and law family. I'm like, can I? No, what about? I have
Yeah.
2 kids. Can I at least have one of? Okay,
Nope. You don't see them. Everybody. The only way you'll see your kids is if you start having large numbers. Now you had 10, you guarantee
to see at least one.
you guaranteed to probably get them all. Don't nobody want the more kids you have, the less babysitters, the less people want to come get them, all that. But shoot, when you have one, two, man, please, you won't see everybody. Oh, I want to come get the baby. Well,
And
I was
then
thinking about taking the baby. This, I was. You be like, it's my. Can I?
can I have any time with?
Nope. You don't
I
get
only get like 2 years of
baby
1 year
time.
of baby, and then after that it's toddler, then kid, then after that it's gone. Like
Yes,
what do you?
oh God.
You know,
Yes.
and then the crazy part is, the sad part is, because, I draw a lot, that's probably gonna, well, at least I have time to work on, my fictional kids, watching them get, oh, hey, about this
Yep.
character, yo, I
As soon
can't
as you
even, I
get the
can't even have
last
my
thought on
fictional,
the page, they're gonna
oh,
rip it off for you and be gone. Be like,
oh, this looks like it's gonna be good in an anime. Oh, okay.
okay. Yes. But yes.
Well, let me work on this guy. Oh, that's great for a video game. And there goes that. All right.
Yes, but oh, those little kids. We were in. Oh, what city were we in? Oh, that's right. I think we were in Westland. So yeah, in Westland today, 3 little cute kids, just adorable as they wanted. Well, I only saw the two, and then while we was driving past, the little girl, she was opening the door like she was grown. She had to be about 3, but she was opening the door for the other one who was a little bit smaller. And I was like, oh, look, it's another one inside the house.
You
Like,
know.
I get so excited about babies.
Mm.
I guess because I don't have any more.
Also, hello. How
We
you
got
doing?
somebody. Hey, Bonnie the homie. Hey, how are ya?
Well, doing well. Tired, but I got 2 hats on. That's always gonna be.
He picked up an extra one in our travels today.
I could put on 3
Oh,
if I
God.
really want to.
Yeah, we'll say that for tomorrow. Don't get them too excited. Hold back. Leave a little something for later. Have a little something. It's me, Lando. Sup?
Oh, that's my boy.
That's your boy?
That's my boy. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. School.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why are you saying like you don't?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I know this person.
Yeah.
From where?
School. Yeah. The one person I'd be hanging out with. Went over his house quite a few times. Orlando.
See, there we go. Now we got some clarity there. Okay. Hey
man,
okay.
shoot, how's it been? Shoot, I tip my hat to you. How you doing?
Yes, but yeah. So okay, there you go. Add a little spice so I can pick up the flavor. Because otherwise, I was just like, okay. Okay. You know, no, I don't.
Of course you know.
Yes, no. My clairvoyant days are over. Thus, the lottery tells me so. Yes, because I used to know everything. Now I know nothing.
Don't feel too bad. I know less than nothing. So,
it's an N-A, not O. Orlando. I always gotta correct people's. Oh, like that.
And me and him in the same boat. Second A, he put his name with an A. That's not.
They give you they tell you what your name is.
Hey, we got a Devine in the class. Where are those letters coming from?
You know what's so funny though?
Hmm?
I went online and looked up your name. Everybody else calls it Devin.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I
except
know.
for your teachers, I guess.
Oh yeah, I know. And then anytime I get a foreign teacher, they Devin. You said my name right? Huh?
That's the same thing when I went to the hospital and they said my name correctly. And I'm just like going up. Oh, wait a minute. What did you just say? Say it again. Say that one more time. Yeah. Like you said it right.
That's
like
crazy.
That's weird.
And still to this day, I'll never forget. I don't know the sub, right? Because I immediately stopped paying attention. Right? I didn't do any work. I didn't sign in. I was absent for that class. There was present, absent, present because of that one sub. And usually anytime, Devine, something else, Kevin. Yeah, no, that's not, I'll correct them. But most of the time, like I've seen how the attendance looks, right? It kind of tells you what the gender of the.
They pronounce your name like it's French or something.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Devine. Yeah.
Devine. So, there was one time I had a substitute, right? I hear them list off the names. I know when my name is next because they're doing it in alphabetical order. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, all right, so here comes my name. Problem is, I ain't hear nothing that even resembled, like it was close, but way too far. And I'm not correcting that because they were like, Davina. Where'd that A come from? Yeah, no.
That's me.
And I just sat back in my chair. I'm not, and I said it again. They didn't like correct it or nothing. I know how my name ends. It doesn't end with a vowel. It doesn't. Not I, E, A, O, or U. Not even Y. That's an N. So where'd the beginning of the alphabet come from? So with that being said, I just sat back in my chair. And I started drawing. Like I'm not responding to you. I'm not doing the work. I don't care. If my teacher asks, I'm gonna just tell them what happened. They never asked, and oh well. Anywho, and I didn't turn in the work either. That was just one of those days. I was like, I'm gonna be a bad kid. Nah, you deserve this. But outside of that, yeah. So to catch you up to speed, me and my mom's doing this fun little podcast that kind of came up and was like, hey, this seems to be working. So we just went ahead with it. I looked up the name to see if anyone else had it. Nobody has it, except for like one guy, but he only has like one video on it. Anyway, so outside of that, thus here I am with this fun series called Box of Topics because you never know what you're gonna get, and I'm happy to announce that if you look that up at any point on YouTube, all you're gonna see is me.
That's
Yay!
because we are dominating. We
I
are
know.
dominating. Dominating. I like the idea. It's nice hearing you guys talk. Oh, thank you.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yes, we enjoy. We enjoy.
Plus, I'm a socialholic, so talking a lot is kind of my whole
That's
thing.
his thing.
But at the same time, unless I have something to bounce off of, that's why I never actually tried streaming because what do I do? What do I talk
Oh,
about?
when you just by yourself?
Yeah.
When you be by yourself, it's weird to me. It's like I try to keep talking, but then I just be feeling like, okay, I'm just here in a room by myself.
Listening,
right.
just yapping to myself like a crazy person.
Yeah, and then you'd be trying to think of stuff to say. It's like if I don't have anybody to bounce off of, then I run out of stuff to say, and I just be sitting there like,
I'm just stuck.
So yeah.
And then I turn into one of those. How about that airplane food? Like what?
Woo!
Now, kudos to those who are able to do it, stay active, stay conversating on what's happening.
Do you think they just be like just off rip, or do you think they go by script?
I know some people do have scripts. A lot of people do, but there'll be some people who do a lot of like gaming channels where they'll just off rip, and some of them do have things planned in the middle of it all. But I wouldn't even know what to write about. I'm still struggling on the script right now. It has nothing to do with me.
I think gaming though would be different because it's so many scenarios that you could cover while you gaming as opposed to just talking about regular stuff. I think.
Yeah, but even then, it's like
you can run out of scenarios.
Not even that. It's like if it's hard for me to hold a normal conversation with any human being while I'm trying to focus and play the game, then I'm definitely not going to be able to think of anything. But, it just because that'd be anybody when they just focusing like, oh shoot, let me. Hey man, do you know what a mail is? I don't know. On the roof. Leave me alone. Shut up.
Streaming takes a lot of effort to be entertaining enough to keep people engaged. So I get it.
Yeah,
it's hard to keep people engaged. Period. I don't care. Even if you're into, and I don't even think it's entertainment anymore. I think the only way you can keep people engaged more so these days is if you piss them off. Well, then you get more people.
Once you start with controversies, then it's like,
I think that's when you get the people really tune in because I don't think people like just nice, kind, anything else no more. I think they like the
positivity doesn't sell anymore.
Yeah, I think it's the doom, the gloom, and the oh my God. I think that's what it is now. Because every time you see something where people are arguing or whatever, that's the stuff that tends to go viral, not the
hey, I helped a whole bunch of homeless people. Oh, that's great. Nah, he's only doing it for views. Just the immediate next comment.
Exactly.
Oh,
that's
man,
why
look at this
everything
guy
I do to help people, I don't even put it. I don't even publicize. I don't. I like to help people all the time, but I don't publicize anything I do. I keep it to myself. I've had people that put me on blast for doing nice stuff, and I'd be like, okay, well, see, I really wanted to just,
That's how it was when I was at the security job. You should come down here. This guy, this security officer, he's really nice. He holding an umbrella, leading me to my car, and I'm like,
like I just was,
I'm just being myself.
Yeah, like the stuff that I do, I just be like, well, just pay it forward, do it for somebody else.
And I understand on both ends, right? Where people will be like, hey, I'm spreading awareness to this, Now, if other people see this, then they'll probably be inspired to do it as well. Fair enough. Yeah. But then there'll be a lot of people where it's like, yeah, I just gave this homeless guy a bunch of money. Let's go like and subscribe so I can get more homeless people money. Click, give me back my money, man. Give it back.
Terrible. Okay, so there really does need to be a lot more positivity on this platform. I agree. On all platforms. More positivity, please. Positive vibes. Positive affirmations. positive, inspirational words of,
Words
acknowledge
of
people. Yeah,
encouragement.
words of
Yeah.
encouragement, all that. More positivity. We need some of that in the world, period. This is really, what's bothering me? Maybe it's,
Because even though a lot of the negative stuff can be funny, depending on your sense of humor and depending on what it is, a lot of the positive stuff is a lot more, it helps on the inside. It's not something you can express on the outside. It's just a really nice feeling.
well, I think, okay, and then, you can go ahead on and watch the drama and all that stuff. Who don't like a little drama? I mean, I love it on TV. Let's just be clear. I love it on TV. I love it in TV shows. That's how I love my drama. I love it where I can click, turn it on, and click and turn it off. Now, in my everyday life, I'm not. No, I'm not accepting any drama. It's automatic. Oh, I'm severely allergic. I break out in hives. Like, ugh, nope.
Mm.
Bring me the EpiPen. You gotta go.
You know, I will say the only drama I actually advocate is like whenever it's like my own characters, right? If I'm making a story and I'm being
But see,
dramatic with it and
that's
all that.
that's the same thing I was talking about. Where you
Yeah.
can turn it on and you can turn it off.
And then sometimes even with that, it's like, all right, buddy, all right. Because a lot of like the characters I have, they mainly interact with other of my friends' characters. So sometimes I'll have to go to that friend and go, hey, whatever you're doing, stop it. You're upsetting my kid.
Stop it. Yes.
Look at what you're doing. They're crying now. They're like 40 years old. They're crying. Stop it.
In our travels, we've been delivering food. And what I found out is that I used to have a theory where if it smelled good, 9 times out of 10 it was gonna taste good. I found out today
Woo.
that is a lie.
Yeah, no, no. I
That's-
I've
woo.
learned something very funny when it comes to that. I've had that experience because there's been times looks and smells can be deceiving. Because there's been times I've, some smell really, really good. I go get the food and it's bland. And I'm like, how did they do that? That
Exactly.
is like an art form. How did you manage to? And then the same thing, like when we went to Chili's that one time and I ordered the sizzling like ribs or whatever, and it came out absolutely, the crackling and everything. The whole plate was hot, everything burning hot. As in, if I touch it, I have to go to the hospital. So why was it freezing cold the second I bit it? How did they do that?
Does they heated up the plate, but they didn't really heat up the food. Oh, I got a few things done, so I have to go. But I hope to catch you guys during another one of these again. It was really great seeing you. I'm glad you're all right, Deb. Stay safe and keep it, keep at it. Oh, okay, keep at it. Yeah, well, like,
Yeah.
subscribe, share,
And come.
and comment. Yeah, we like the comments. So that
Well,
way we can, have something extra to talk about.
well, all right, man. You go ahead. Shoot. At some point, we definitely need to catch up because it's been a minute. So yeah,
That
yeah.
is so funny to hear you. Because in my mind, you're still like, you're 5.
Mhm.
And then you be talking, oh, my friends from like 10 years ago. You are 5. What the heck you mean 10 years ago? You're still a baby. Yeah, so that's funny when I be hearing y'all talk about, oh yeah, my long ago, long time friend. Like, what? No,
It's
no.
been like at least like 5 or 6 years
Really?
since we last was able to hang out. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. Cause like, sometimes you be talking, I just be like, oh, you still just little.
Shoot,
They,
it even blow my mind to this day when like I be talking to some of my friends. I'm like, how long have we known each other? They're like, I believe this is year 6. 6? Dang! I
man.
thought it was like 3 years. No,
Your
double it.
siblings was having a conversation. Your sister was talking about something with one of her friends, and she was like, "Oh yeah, girl, that was like 15 years ago." What? What? How are y'all? How is that? What? How? That is insane to me. Like y'all are still babies, and y'all talking about, oh yeah, we was 15 years ago, we was doing that. What? No, I cannot. It's like the grandkids, they teenagers, and it's like, ugh, I can't. What happened?
You know,
Where did all the babies go? Like
hey,
Jesus Christ.
don't worry. Once I create one or
It
two,
don't matter. I'm a blink. They gonna be teenagers too.
well, that's true.
Y'all
That's
don't take me under consideration at all. You don't look out for my needs. We
oh,
just had this conversation earlier.
right.
You
Yeah,
don't look out for my needs.
because we was going to get snacks and
We went to get snacks earlier while we were doing our travels, and I was
because you need
telling
snacks.
Devin like that is so selfish that he went in there and got snacks for himself and did not consider what I liked first. You consider what I like first, then you make your decision on what your snacks is gonna be.
I
Because
feel like
I know you like chocolate, but I'm not a big fan of chocolate. So to make me happy, you should have picked a snack out like, I don't know, powdered donuts. And then that way, forfeit the chocolate you got. And then that way, you can snack and make me happy as you snack because it would have been something I would have chose.
no,
Yeah,
that's not that's not at all. Because like
I
when
like the way that works.
when you said it, I was like, no, because the way I did it is like, you get your snacks, or if you're not there, then I'll ask you what you want, and then I'd also get mine. They're
But when you
separate.
picked yours, you picked what you liked, right?
Yeah.
That is so selfish.
How?
It is. That is so selfish.
You picked powdered donuts.
Yeah, but I'm supposed to get what I want.
What,
But you.
what about me? What about
No.
my needs?
No, your needs are supposed to be my needs.
How does that work?
I don't know. I just like the way it sounds.
What?
It just sounds really good. I like it.
You made me to copy after you?
No, I just when you get ready to buy a snack and you just be like, okay, I can't get what I want. I got to get what mom likes, and then just work your way around it. Even if it's something you don't like, you just get what I like.
Is it supposed to be like, in case I don't like it, then I give it to you?
No.
I don't even think my laptop can stay alive long for this. Like, what?
No. Remind me
Oh.
later, right?
Yeah.
All right. We
Oh,
got
okay.
that.
That was the man. Oh my God. That's
It was the I have no choice. I have no say in the matter.
my hat. It's cool.
Anyway, yes.
But
I feel like that is just very selfish. Like the next time we go out and you get ready to order something off the menu, you get something I would like. And then even if you don't like it, you just suffer through eating it.
so
But then when I order, I get what I like.
so to understand this completely,
Yes.
let's say we both go to get salads,
Right.
and I don't like grilled chicken Greek salads
Yeah. But that's what you're going to order.
because it has most of the things I don't like.
Right. But that's what you're going to order.
But you want me to eat it?
Yes. And suffer through eating it. I mean, every bite, like, yeah. But that's how you just don't be selfish.
This feels like opposite day all of a sudden. Like, this is not you at all.
Yes, that would mean you were being selfless and you're considering others.
I feel like that's. I think there's a different word for it. Starts with an M. Also ends with an ist.
Yes.
I don't think I'm that.
Yes, I think that's the best way to go. Yes.
I don't like this. I don't like this Halloween idea.
Ooh, wait. No, that's too far away. We still got like 4th of July, my birthday. There's a lot of other holidays coming up. Can you believe this? School is just letting out, and then next month they get 2 months. Okay, so it's June, July, then August. I remember school used to end like the first week, like June the 1st, and then you didn't have to go back to September the 1st. And every year they seem to shorten it. And it's like, who are they doing it for?
I remember there was one time I never confirmed, but I heard that one of the presidential people wanted to extend school because that's what Asian schools were doing. And I'm like, That makes no sense.
Asian schools do a lot of other stuff too, like
You know,
give amazing food for them to
and they
eat.
also trade amazing products. But I don't see any amazing products made in USA. Anywho,
No, there are some. They are
it's not
some.
our day to
It's
day.
just the government does not support American made products and they don't support the companies. They want to get everything cheaper. So, they'll make it seem like, oh, it's just American products. No, you don't support them. And that's what makes it hard for American made businesses and all that stuff. That's why everything you see now is restaurants, because everybody spends money on food. And then if you were to make, let's just say you was making a electronic item here in the States, by the time you pay for all the parts and all that stuff you need, it's gonna be way more expensive than if you just go ahead and get it from overseas. So that's why they do that. It's cheaper. But yeah, food. Oh yeah, that's every man. You drive through these cities now, it be so many restaurants. Like, oh my god, it's so many that I didn't even know exist.
Yeah, they're just gonna pop up out of nowhere.
They do. They pop
Jack's
up.
Donuts. Where did you come from?
Right. And every time you turn around, it's another one. Like I remember when it was just one wing stop. Now it's so many of them. I'm just like, wow. And then we saw the place. What was it? What was the cluck?
Oh, oh, um,
Shut the
I
cluck up? No,
yeah, yeah,
was
yeah.
that it? Shut the cluck up?
No, 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 no. I think it was like cluck up or cluck cluck off or I don't know.
Holy,
Holy
holy,
cluck.
holy cluck.
Ooh,
Yeah.
we were just all the way off.
Right. Well, I knew it was they was substituting a bad word for cluck.
Yeah.
Yes. Holy cluck. Yeah, that's what it was.
With a bird bashing out of the brick wall, and I'm like,
But
why
you
do
know,
look like an
it
angry?
looked from the outside of the building made me like, woo.
What's that?
Yeah, what's that? And it smelled good.
Burger
But
King.
I didn't get burnt on the smell goods now, so now I'm like, I don't know.
You know what definitely ruined that for me?
What?
Our trip to New York. Everything smelled
Oh, I don't even want to talk about New York food. As soon as you mention it, my stomach just go,
good.
oh yeah.
Just twist.
Oh, that New York food was so disappointing. I was like, I don't know, either people who live in New York don't know any better, or, well, I know that food sucked. Everything. And I spared no expense. It was just like, hey, we go to a restaurant, boom, let's try it. And then we tried it, and I was like,
But
oh, this is gross. Yeah.
what is this? Dog food? Actually, dog food would taste better. What is this?
Man,
Cat
It
food?
was
Actually,
terrible.
cat food would taste better. What is
It was bad. It was real bad. Oh,
really, really bad?
yes. I would. You go to New York, and I knew it was bad when we ended up in like Popeyes while we
You
in
know,
New York. Like, ah, this is depressing because one of my things is that when I'm out of town, I like to go to restaurants that I can't go to
in the
while,
States.
yeah, while I'm in Detroit or anywhere in Michigan. I like to go to other restaurants. So when I go to these other restaurants and it's highly disappointing, it's like, oh my God, why?
No need to leave home.
And then when you hear about them too, because like I went to Nathan's when we were in New York. Oh my God, when I tell you that was so terrible, I was shocked.
Yeah, I mean, there's like this one food YouTuber who be talking about, like he talks about exactly how the food is made in a very monotone voice.
Yeah.
You know, it's topped with a bunch of meat, more cheese, a whole bunch of more stuff, top bun, more cheese. Did they put cheese on the top bun? And then they fry the cheese and send it out. This is the over the top holy crap burger from some New York. Who's hungry? And if anyone knows exactly what I'm talking about, then you, especially once he ends it with who's hungry, then it's like, yeah. And a lot of that food does look,
Amazing.
where's my treadmill? But I doubt it tastes like that.
Well, I can tell you one thing. If you ever come to Detroit, the one place everybody wants to try is Coney Island. And I'm going to tell you, It is that amazing. If you hear that Coney is good, it is. But I'm gonna tell you though, you got to go to the right Coney Island because you go to the wrong one and you'll find out that it's a horrible experience. So,
Both customer service and food.
uh-huh.
Ugh.
Oh,
Yeah,
customer service in Detroit. Oh,
that,
my God.
that,
The worst thing ever. People clearly understand in Detroit they get paid by the hour, not
not by
by
the
the
order.
order. They clearly understand that because you can go into now when you inside is different
Mhm.
because when you go inside and the person you staring at the person, all that kind of stuff, I think that kind of helps them to pick up the pace. But when you gotta wait in that drive through,
Or on the
oh
phone.
they don't answer the phone here.
Yeah, but even if they do,
No, that you see. Now you doing fairy tales. Nobody in Detroit restaurants answers the phone. You can call and they will never pick up. You can call a restaurant in Detroit, go into the restaurant, be looking at the phone, and they won't pick it up.
mm,
They'll come to the counter and be like, "Can I help you?" Yeah, can you answer your phone? That's it. They don't.
but no, there are a few times where they do answer. I didn't say answer and have a conversation with you. No.
Okay,
That's
three
a fair
times
time.
in 10 years don't really count. I'm sorry.
No, because it's like what they'll do. Because I saw it happen when we tried ordering at Domino's. Because they was just like Domino's hold. And
Okay,
that's
see,
it.
no.
That's the best you get in Detroit. You get establishment hold, click, and that's it. You better walk in.
Okay, but yeah, customer service in Detroit is the worst. Gotta be in the world. I've been other places, and no, you know what? I'm not going to say in the world because I haven't been outside of the U.S. But I'm gonna stand on
So far
business
in
on
the
that one.
U.S.,
Customer service in Detroit is horrible in the franchise restaurants. Now, all these little small mom and pop places, maybe it's different.
oh yeah,
But the franchises are terrible. I challenge any of the bosses, not the regional managers and all that other stuff. No. I want the big bosses to come into one of their Detroit restaurants in disguise
as a
and see,
civilian.
yes, and see the shenanigans. Or send somebody with a hidden camera and see the shenanigans that happens in the Detroit franchise businesses.
First,
It is
call the phone.
oh my God, it is terrible. It is the worst. It is deplorable.
And
I
then, like, when you're putting an online order or calling an order, which won't happen, or
never.
you go in to place an order, you're gonna have to wait for a long amount of time. And
Oh
then
my
once they
God.
finally get you on any of those platforms, then prepare to hear the list of what they don't have.
Not only that, but um, you get your order after you didn't waited 45 minutes. You get your order and stuff be missing. That's the part. I just be like, y'all had all day to do it. What? Why? Why am I missing something? And then now, mind you, you go to the places where you get like any place where it has fries. For some odd reason, they'll give you your fries is already lukewarm when you get them anyway. They're not hot. They lukewarm. You get those. Let's say they forget your drink. Okay, that's another 30 minutes. You gotta wait. So now your lukewarm fries is cold and your burger is now cold, but your drink, that's hot.
I'll do
They
you one.
only put ice in it.
No, I'll do you one even better. They do. And the reason why they do is because you'll specifically say, I want this said specific drink, no ice. You said extra?
Oh, if you want ice, when it's hot in the summertime, if you want ice, you're not getting it. Wintertime, they'll fill your cup up to the brim. They'll overfill it with ice. If you ask for no ice, you're gonna get ice.
You're gonna
It
get ice.
happens every time. I always ask for my drinks, no ice. Every time I say no ice, it can be 100 degrees. And this is normally when you only get the two cubes floating on top. If I say no ice, oh, they fill my cup up. They
I
do it every time.
also love the ones where you tell them, know this or hold that ingredient.
And that's what you get.
That's
the most of.
exactly, yeah. Because there was one time I ordered a sandwich and I said no ranch,
And they
so I
slathered it
got
on
extra
both
ranch.
sides. They poured it on
So then
top.
I looked at it, came back and was like, "Can I have this again? No ranch?" Because I'm telling you, my story is I'm definitely allergic. I just got sick upon eating it, but hey, if that had been the case, yay, lawsuit.
Nope, that don't. Nope. Unless you die or become severely injured from something, nope, no lawsuits. Don't even bank on it. They can screw you over as much as they want, sit there and laugh about it, and it's okay. It is okay.
You know, it's funny. In some businesses, even if you die, you still don't get a lawsuit.
That's true. They don't. Now, life is not as precious as it used to be.
It was?
It depreciates every year. Life does every year. It
Because
depreciates.
when I first spawned in, what I learned is that if you hurt an animal, a duck, a goose, a mailbox, a traffic sign, a traffic light, a puddle, or you upset the weather, you'll get fined way more than if you was to
Hurt a person?
more so topple over an entire bus.
No, you can hurt a person and get 5 years. You can end a person and get 5 years. You end a goose, you'll get 25 to life. It's that ridiculous.
I'll do you one even better. You could be driving a bus full of people, roll that bus over another building full of people, harm every single person in general, and then you get probably 30, probably 30.
That's
Especially
no,
if
you
you're
wouldn't
like,
get that much. That's too much.
yeah,
You would,
probably,
they'll give them like 15,
yeah.
and then they get
However,
out in 5 on
yeah,
good behavior.
on good behavior. However, after all of that, however, if I fall off my skateboard and bump into a mailbox and knock it over by 2 degrees, well, that's my whole family in the slammer.
When I say about, here's the thing: if you hurt harm in a person, and I know this for a fact, this lady, she ended a person that I know. She got 5 years. But if you kill a goose, you will get like 25 years. Now, clearly, killing goose are not illegal because you can go to the store and get one.
You can go hunting.
But even with that, you got to pay for a permit, this, that, and the other. So the only thing that I'm thinking is the issue is that you got that goose for free. And that's where the problem lies. That's the reason why they fine you. Because other than that, what's the difference if I get this one off the street or go to the grocery store and get it? So yeah.
And the weird part is, from what I've learned, if you, it's like a specific way. If you grab like a duck or goose, you take them home and prepare them for din din, you're fine. But if you, ugh, that's where you get fined.
No. If you do anything, it's you get fined. If it's like you in a park or something and you snatch one, you get caught, you'll get fined for that.
That's crazy.
At a park, at a pond, anywhere in public where they be grazing or whatever publicly, you supposed to leave them alone. You ain't supposed to touch them. If you do, you get fined and could get jail time.
But that's crazy that if another human being, especially a much more defenseless one, is in public and they get harmed and they'll help, I'm in danger. Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, people pull out their phone, get to recording.
But if I run into the park and snatch up a honk, and people will come in and tackle me into the lake.
Sometimes, or if they record that, oh, the police be at your door like, so about that animal you stole.
But I kicked 7 children off of the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, they don't care. Yeah, they don't care about that. Nope. Yeah, so that's just crazy how this world is. Yes, but every year life has a little less value. Everybody's life has a little less value every year.
Crazy.
Yes. You don't get jail for a lot of stuff that you should be jailed for. And I don't understand what's the problem if you disconnect somebody from this world, then you should automatically forfeit. your
You know, like,
years.
dog,
Yeah, because you estimate person was probably gonna live 80 years, so that's what you should get. Period.
minimal.
Minimum. Just period. I
Mhm.
you know, I don't this place is crazy. But
Very crazy.
yeah,
I don't I don't get it. And then the weird part is if you I love this. I love this. Okay, so if you a civilian go out with a dangerous weapon and you start swinging it around, terrorizing, traumatizing people, right? You will get fined and you probably lose your possessions, all types of stuff, right? Right. But but if you, a normal human being, or sitting there at home, and at a random point in the day, the SWAT team busts down your door, get on the ground, flashbang, get on the ground, a freaking knee on your back. You're sitting there wondering what's happening. I'm trying to watch cartoons and eat cereal. Turns out they got the wrong address. Can y'all not get fired or like what?
that has happened, and
So many times.
yeah, so many times, and every time it happens, the people who it happens to get less and less money, especially if there's no death or anything like that. They just be like, "Hey, we made a mistake. Get over it." It's it's just crazy like that. Yeah,
I,
the more they do wrong, the less consequences it is to the entity that's doing the wrong.
Yeah, because I remember there's this one channel that goes over all these like mistakes that cops be making, and it's so many to the point where it's like I don't think I want to call that number for help, because like there was one time like it was a whole compilation of SWAT teams busting out people's doors, getting the wrong addresses. That's how you know it's bad when you can make a compilation. So one of them, this whole team bust down this African American lady's door, and she's like resting, no clothes. They still arrest her while she's telling them the whole time, "You have the wrong house. I'm the only one who lives here," and she's still no clothes. And she's like, "Can I at least get dressed
Nope.
or call somebody?"
Nope.
No, no. Multiple people in her house. She still can't get dressed. Crying, upset, all this. And they're like, ma'am, you screaming and everything. It's not going to help the situation. Get out of my house. And they're still taking pictures of the house, even though they now completely, all of them know they're at the wrong location. Still conduct,
Well, they're
investigation.
just trying to put something on her so that way they wouldn't be in trouble. That way they can be like, okay, yeah, it was the wrong address, but while we was here, we discovered that's the whole butt covering thing.
However,
Mhm. Yeah, so
yeah, I believe the guy in charge did get his whole thing suspended, and yeah, that lady was given a large amount of money, but at the same time, it's like, dog, I was trying to chill on a Saturday. Why?
exactly, that's how it be. You just be trying to enjoy yourself, and then oh wait, the infamous Dave been watching a few of these podcasts. Devin, keep up the grind, bro, and I'll see you when you join the party. Oh,
That's
the
good.
infamous Dre.
That okay. I was like, wait, no, the infamous. I know that's definitely okay. That's not one of my friends. Hey man, how you doing? Um, that's cool. I'm glad I'm being supported by my good old friends and family. Yo,
Yeah, make sure
uh,
you like, share, subscribe, and
comment.
comment. Yes.
Yeah,
See, I keep saying it backwards.
nah, that's fine.
Ah,
As long as you get it out there, As long
yes.
as you get the point across, the words don't matter. That's a
See?
quote I learned.
Wow, that is a good quote. I
Mhm.
like that one. That's good.
But
Yes.
yeah, at some point I'll probably sooner or later. I'll see how you guys are all doing. Um, but anywho,
We're getting down to the minutes. We
we
got
are.
two.
Oh, 2 minutes for me. Uh,
Right.
you know what? That also just reminded me. So you know when you was talking about what are like some of those like quotes that you just love saying. Um, I just like reminded myself one of the quotes I really enjoy is like it's like this announcer in the game Halo
Mm-hmm.
where when you're playing like multiplayer with friends and everything, and this guy will pretty much the whole game while stuff is going on. Like the enemy has the flag, you have the flag. 10 minutes remaining. Man, it's cutting out. Like it'd be the most anxiety-inducing thing once you hear this man go 30 seconds remaining. Oh God, guys, we gotta hurry up. 10 seconds remaining. Ah. And that's one of the things I just love doing. That I love quoting that man. It's just random lines that he has. I know there was one time when me and my eldest was hanging out playing that game. At some point, we discovered him saying the line "unfreaking believable." Found that hilarious. Dying laughing for approximately 30 minutes and 35 seconds. So, yeah, I definitely enjoy that. I will say I've heard like quite a few other like announcers and everything, but not all of them like they don't feel the same. Yeah.
Well, I mean, talking about announcers, I mean, the most famous one from when I was a kid is "Let's Get Ready to Rumble."
I love that. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Yeah, I love that. That was also like in another game called Let's Get Ready to Rumble. And I love that game so much.
It's a classic. Yeah, that is one of the most famous lines ever.
And funny enough, I even was like, I gotta look that up. Saved it to a playlist and everything. Love that. Really nice.
Now that you know what? I think I will make that one of my ringtones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Now that you brought it up, I will say, did you ever have any favorite wrestlers in like WWE or anything like that?
Oh my God, who does not have favorite wrestlers? Oh my God. So Andre the Giant was one of my favorites when I was growing up. I used to like the Iron Sheik. That was like old school. And then my newer ones was Roddy Piper, Macho Man Randy Savage.
Okay.
The newer ones for me, but I'm sure they old now, is The Undertaker. He was new. And I pretty much stopped watching wrestling pretty much around there. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah.
That's my boy. And what's his name? Movie actor now. He's a Peacemaker.
Dang it. I was just about to say it.
Love him.
Yeah.
He getting old too though.
He is, but
I did not know The Rock was a wrestler. I've only saw him in movies. I've never seen him.
Yeah. Can you smell
what the Rock is cooking?
Yeah,
I didn't realize him that until afterwards.
Wow.
Because I saw him in movies. I was like, who is this? Okay, I see you. And then they was talking about, former wrestler did it. And I'm like, wrestler?
Yeah.
That's where your big butt came from. Yeah. And then I started watching some of the stuff. And then that's when I found out he was a wrestler. But before that, I only saw him in movies. But I stopped watching wrestling.
And I also just remembered his John Cena.
John Cena, yeah.
Yeah.
I think the last people I saw in wrestling, and I wasn't really watching, was Triple X. When they do
those guys.
Yeah, okay. I think that was it. It was Triple X, and it was a lady wrestler. Mm-hmm. She was a big chick. I can't remember her name. She ended up dying though. But yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
I started watching wrestling probably about 20 years ago.
I definitely do have my favorite like group of wrestlers. One of the oldest ones that I really enjoy is and I already forgot his name.
What?
It left me just that fast. No, now it's back. Hulk Hogan. Love Hulk Hogan. What? I love, man.
Let me tell you something, brother.
Let me tell you something, brother.
Oh God.
That's funny to me.
With that hair.
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah, that's funny. Outside of that, Booker T, R-Truth, Triple H, The Big Show, Undertaker, Rey Mysterio, Edge, and that man. The
only person I know that whole review just said is The Big Show. Everybody else.
I also said Undertaker.
Okay, I know Undertaker, The Big Show, and Hulk Hogan. All the rest of them, over my head.
Like, I know me and the rest of my siblings with R-Truth things. What's up? What's up? What's up?
Nope, sorry.
The whole time. You didn't. What? You missed it? Oh, no.
I told you I stopped watching him.
That's crazy.
I don't know.
Because he was there around with Triple X.
Okay, but I wasn't watching it religiously then. I would just
Me neither.
occasionally catch Triple X and I would watch them. And then as soon as they go off, I would too.
Yeah, like I same here. Like if my favorite wrestler ain't on, what am I here for? And I leave.
Yeah, I didn't watch the rest of that stuff.
Yeah.
Or that was the time I go and get popcorn or something when they.
Also enjoyed the Great Khali. That man was just huge for no
I have no
reason.
idea who that is.
He's just big.
Wait,
dude.
is that an 8-foot tall
Yeah.
guy? He was in the movie The Whole 10 Yards.
Oh, yeah, okay. The whole 9 yards?
No.
Oh, the whole 10 yards.
No, that I'm saying it wrong. What was the Adam Sandler movie where they was playing football?
I think it is the whole 9 yards.
No, that's Bruce Willis and what's his name? Matt Perry. That's those movies. It is Jesus.
I know.
I gotta look it up.
We've been doing so much activity. It's hard to think. I can already feel my head doing the doo-doo.
Well, I mean, it's one of the movies that I love. The football movie by Adam Sandler. Love it. It's the Big Boom, something like that.
Yeah, boom. Here comes the boom.
Yeah.
Is that the same one where somebody got tackled? He was like, "You better protect those McNuggets," and he ran on.
I think so.
Yeah. It was like in. Was they in jail?
Who?
Was they like in jail as well?
Yeah, they were in jail. It was the prisoners versus the guards.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't think of the name. Nelly was in it. And see, my phone is so slow. It's just.
By the time you find it, all right. Thank you for watching.
Yeah. Well, we're already at the end.
All right.
Yeah, we're already at the end.
Alrighty. Well, everyone, thank you for showing up. My good
give a
buddy,
shout out
the
to
infamous
Boney
Dre.
the homie, and the infamous Dre. Infamous.
Infamous Dre.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, my two brothers, for stopping in. Love y'all both bunches. Can't wait to hang out with y'all again in person. That'll be a fun time. My hat's falling apart, but hey, that's all right.
That hat.
Any hoozles, as we leave off, go ahead and make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and
share.
Yep. And with that being said, feel free to, talk about anything that we talked about so far. What's like your favorite wrestler, or what were your outside travels? Or do you really believe that ducks should have a bigger fine than people? Whatever you feel like.
Or if there's a restaurant out there that you're getting some great service, please let me know.
Because when I tell you, you're better off. You get better customer service from a shark than you will from an employee in Detroit. I know that sounds like a joke, but
I find that it's easier to just drive to the border cities, go get it from there, and then just drive back.
Yeah, because, again, you'd be surprised what the difference between an actual employee and the Detroit ones. Because the natural employee will have the hat, the uniform, hi, welcome to Krispy Kreme. How can we help you? And then Detroit will be, what you want, bro? What you want? Come on, get out of here. And that's literally how it is. So, with that being said, I've been your host. This has been Mama J. Phone still not.
No phone. I swear, I may just toss it.
I'll probably put in a pin comment.
I'm just done with this phone. Ooh.
And this has been Box the Topics, because you never know what you're gonna get.
Yes.
Till next time. I'm sorry about that.